Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a new episode of Legends of Runeterra. Today we are going to take a look at one of the staple decks that will probably remain... Oh, there's no battery. Right on the spot. One of the staple decks that will probably remain as one of the high tier decks out there for seasons to come, unless of course it'll get nerfed somehow. And why do I say that? Because, well, the people upstairs mentioned that a balance patch, will be deployed every Tuesday, meaning a balance patch weekly. So this should spice things up, not like in a monthly. No, it's gonna be a weekly, meaning meta will shift a lot. This will make the game pretty interesting because we'll have to find ways to bring decent builds up on the table. So today we're taking a look at Swim's They Who Endure. Now it's a deck revolving around the They Who Endure. When I'm summoned, grant me +1/+1 for each ally that has died. It has Overwhelm, and it's pretty easy to get this when summoned up to around, I don't know, 18 stats, or 20, or even 30. I've seen some weird and crazy cases of 30 damage. But I must say, against control decks, maybe. But in late game, I mean, against Karma and stuff, it's I won't count on it. Mainly because of Will of Ionia. So you summon this, Will of Ionia that, and you probably lose the game. So let's get into the deck. I've added one Ravenous Butcher to increase the killing ability of the deck, the self-killing, self-inflicting damage of the deck. You could add more. It's recommended to add more because while testing out the deck, I've seen that people are used to it, and they've probably seen this a lot, either in normal, either on ranked, so they know how to play around it in a certain level, let's say, on a certain page. But nonetheless, Ravenous Butcher, Hapless Aristocrat, Warden's Prey, Avarosan Sentry, Elise, Glimpse Beyond, Vile Feast, Blighted Caretaker. This is actually nice because it summons 2 saplings, so that's 2 more killed creatures in your graveyard. Mist's Call, you can revive a random ally. Now, if you want to revive something specific, be certain that that is the only ally that died. Otherwise, it'll bring something random. And if you've had like 1 4/3 and some spider tokens, then it's most likely you'll get a spider token back. We've got Scribe of Sorrows, we've got Wraithcaller, we've got Neverglade Collector, Withering Veil, Atrocity. Atrocity is a nice to play card with They Who Endure, meaning on higher mana levels, for example, having 12 mana, it allows you to play They Who Endure and then Atrocity right away. But this can only be done if your opponent does not have a Will of Ionia, or does not have 2 Wills of Ionia, or I don't know, because if you summon They Who Endure, they can probably anticipate an Atrocity, or if they attempt and have only 1 Will of Ionia and they use it on They Who Endure, and they're pretty much out of mana or out of Wills of Ionia, then it's pretty safe to play Atrocity and you will get the win. Brood Awakening, you summon 3 spiders, They Who Endure of course, and Rasa the Sunderer. Play, kill the 2 weakest enemies if an ally died this round. This is excellent if your opponent only has like something big on the board, and you defend that round and you play this immediately and get rid of it, because it'll be probably the only one, or if your opponent is playing a lot of flimsy creatures alongside that big the big one, you'll miss the chance to do so. So this is pretty much how the deck works. Make sure you trade and you kill as many of your creatures as possible, summon Dehu and Do, and push for lethal. It's easy as ABC or 1, 2, 3 or whatever you want to call it. Again, has its flaws, because it heavily relies on Dehu and Do, so if you don't draw it, you're pretty much screwed. Against aggro, well, aggro's been nerfed, so you have some chances because Vile Feast is now able to take out like the rear guard. Before it had 2, 3 attack, 2 HP, now only has 1 HP. So against, I'd say, mid-range Bannerman, if you draw the correct cards to always, because mid-range Bannerman does not have Overwhelm in most cases. If you manage to have decent and sufficient stuff on the board to block and to trade every time your opponent attacks, then you'll probably have the win if you get Dehu and Do on cue, meaning around turn 5 or turn 6 at best, because after that shit will really hit the fan once Cytheria the Bold, will hit the board, and you'll probably face a lot of creatures with Fearsome, and you won't be able to defend with your flimsy 1, because most of them have only 1 attack, 2 attack, again irrelevant, release 2 attack, so you can see what I mean. So let's have some fun with this deck and see how it behaves on camera, and let's have some fun. Alright, we are playing against a Calista deck. Ionia and Shadow Isles. Let's see what we can do here. We can get rid of that. Vile Feast. I'm gonna get a Spider, which we'll probably sacrifice next turn. That's 1 down. Oh yeah, we can play that. We'll get 3 kills this round. A Spider being killed and the 2 ephemeral creatures. Okay. And we're gonna deal some damage.
Come this way.
Nice. And we got. Ooh, we can draw a card. I mean, we can also draw a card. We can draw 2 cards. Haunted Relic. Sentry should be fine. Okay, Glimpse Beyond. We have 2 of those. We can use 1 as well. Come on, attack. Yes. Okay. I think we can soak the damage. Okay, let's bring this baby on board. This will help us with HP regaining. The HP, sorry. Because when trading, every creature that dies drains 1 from the opponent nexus, which is pretty epic. And I think we can kill the tree. It's gonna die anyway. So I'd rather have my opponent's creature trade with something else. And just kill this one off. Ooh, we got Atrocity. We're dealing decent chipping damage. It's gonna be interesting to see when they can do it. Will show up. Fading Memories. Wow. My opponent is planning on drawing up lots of cards. Scribe of Sorrows. Waiting. Oh, this is nasty. Every time my opponent will summon something, it'll get turned into that. It's going to be interesting to see how exactly will he pull that off. Probably through Vile Feast or Splinter Soul. Okay. Wait, and the ones who transform don't have ephemeral? That's pretty interesting, I might say. Huh. Yeah, that's pretty insane what that card can do, and it costs 7. So probably that's why my opponent was reducing the cost of cards in hand. Yeah, we're draining, killing off our own. Oh, there she is. There's the card. They who endure. Let's summon some spiders. Let's fill up our graveyard with more stuff. Because that's what's probably gonna happen. Oh, snap. Wow. That's amazing what that card can do. I'm gonna pick them all up. And I got double drain. Thank you. Next then we can actually play Veil. Because all those 4/3s will be just at 4/1s. Ooh, another They Who Endure. This is getting better and better. Opponent is down to just 3 HP. Ooh, there comes Calista. There comes Calista. And we can basically get rid of a lot of stuff. Because we won't survive this onslaught. Although Calista will level up I'm not sure if, like other heroes or champions, when she will level up, she will immediately trigger her ability. But I think it counts the first time she attacks, but she's already engaged in an attack, so I don't think the level up ability will trigger. I haven't played many games against Calista, and I don't have Calista. I'll have to study her. For research purposes, of course. Okay. Decent damage. Now, if we keep 3, we'll be at 12. Meaning we can use Atrocity on they who endure if the chance arises. Yeah, 12 mana. That's exactly what you need for this double card combo. But given the fact that it's my turn to attack, it's probably safe to say that just dealing damage with They Who Endure will end the match. My opponent has only low HP creatures left on the board and only 3 HP on his Nexus. Okay. Come on. Oh, another Atrocity. This is outrageous. And it's probably game over. Yep, my opponent surrendered. It was only a 10-10er, but that was right on the spot. Exactly what we needed. Moving on. Gonna fight against Carmelox. Okay. Well, this is going to be interesting. Hello to you too.
One spring for each crab I saw today. Tea for 2.
Yeah, we're gonna put this in front. That's 1 to the bucket. Maybe we can benefit from that double Wraithcaller. Summon 1, then trade it in, and then summon the other one. Have the Wraith buffed at 4/4. Sorry, 4/2 each. Because Wraithcaller summons a Wraith. And whenever a Wraith is summoned, you get a buff for the other Wraiths that you have. So if you already have 1 Wraith, you get 3/2 on both of them. If you manage to summon 1 more, you're going to get 4/2. And we have Mist Skull. Could play with that. Double chefs.
What does he want from me?
Good thing we got rid of that the other creature and prevented the second chef from buffing anything. Okay, that's 1 Wraithcaller. And I'm not going to do anything. I was running some math up in my head. How can I get the other Wraithcaller, sacrifice it, and then use Mist Skull to bring it back? Having 3 Wraiths could prove interesting. Okay. Let's start draining.
Feel the sizzle. Batter him into the face.
Who would trespass here?
Eat up, friend. I want to go home.
We have to defend here. I mean, if we manage to get rid of one chef, it's going to be great. Ah. That's just mean. Double discipline. Wow, so didn't manage to kill anything. Serves me right. Yeah, try to kill her. But it actually serves my purpose. Because I'm trying to kill as many of my own creatures as possible. Looks like we're just gonna be able to... Oh, why did that get a buff? Maybe it counts as towards all the other wraiths that you summoned this game? It shouldn't have received a buff. Let's get out the... If we summon the shark, we won't have missed call. I'm just gonna attack with the Wraith Caller. Let's see if my opponent will take the bait. Purify. Ha! We got silence. I barely see that card in play. But it's good that we managed to draw it out. Otherwise, Purify on They Who Endure transforms the creature back into a 1/1, which is pretty nasty. So, by some chance we managed to get 4/2 Wraith. We should have had 3 on the field to have it a 4/2. I don't know. I'll have to read that description again.
Feel the sizzle. Can't fight on an empty stomach.
That's a lot of creatures attacking. I think we'll have to sacrifice them. Or almost. I could have... The insult... Well... If the 2 center ones, the Wraith and the Wraith Caller, would have been put in a different order, the Wraith Caller would have survived. That one got a Spirit's Refuge. And a Silence. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to veil this out. And get rid of that barrier so we can trade properly. And goodbye, chef. And goodbye, most of the creatures. Actually, all of them.
The chains, they never stop.
Our opponent has practically dumped his entire hand in that previous turn, and he's now running on the fumes. We're not far from that point either. Just have 1 card extra. Oh, sit 3 under bold. I'm gonna try to push some decent damage. Now that was already silenced. Excellent. Bringing my opponent down to just 10 Nexus HP. Now the problem is, whatever my opponent will summon next, when he will attack... Oh, this is gonna be nasty. When he will attack, all the other creatures get fearsome and don't have any card to challenge fearsome. to defend against Fearsome. So I'm hoping... Damn it.
Just leave me alone.
So that 4-4 is basically unblockable. What a pity. Fear not, my opponent is probably gonna defend against mine. So that's more creatures into the bucket. Retreat. What? Okay, let's draw some cards. Come on, lucky number 7. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, that is exactly what we needed, folks. We drew a They Who Endure. And it's 16 in stats. We can sacrifice one more. But I'd rather have Elise level up. Why? Because we can use her ability and the ability she gives to all the other spiders while leveled up. Gives Challenger. Meaning we can pretty much attack with our They Who Endure. Regardless, I mean, it's 16 damage. Come on. An excellent game against mid-range Demacia. And They Who Endure proves, once again, it wins. Big shout out to my channel supporters, Tom and Ruin Quad. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Cheers.